Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is my first video in English on this channel. I'm not intended to make English videos, but this interrogating me make me feel angry when I see this. Uh, it's not my first language, so forgive my English, please. For years, I don't speak any English. It will be a little bit rusty. So let's talk about subject. For years, I am watching this channel that called Smile to Jannah, and I'm noticing something for maybe months. Um, this channel has a political agenda. Yeah, they will tell you that how bad or and evil that China are, but they will not talk about how or what American did to Syria, Iraq, Yemen, Libya, Sudan, etc. But they will always tell you about, look at this China and what they did to Rohingya Muslim in Turkestan. And when you search, you will find that majority of this news on China, you will find it's fabricated. If you make a search, deep search, and you will find it's all based on press. Hours ago, I watched this video from this channel, Smile to Jannah. It was talking about the ceremony of World Cup in Qatar and how amazing it is by bringing this handicapped man or disabled man with the actor, the American actor Morgan Freeman, and he was fascinated by the reciting one or this event. I don't understand why is that. He thinks this will be a great addition for Islam. It will be a great victory for Islam, and all people will enter Islam, embrace Islam. He didn't say that, but he acting like it is a huge something. Always he play on the emotional line of his followers, how great this for Islam. But he will not tell his followers that the other side, why they did that. I wanna mention that also. There is a there is one Arab man has commented on this skin with Morgan Freeman with a disabled man. He think it's very wicked because this disabled guy, represent the East, and this or maybe represent the Middle East, and this Morgan Freeman represent the West. And you will find that Morgan Freeman has to sit down on the stage to so he can talk with him, and then he never touch him when he come to handshake, and he was wearing his gloves, the his gloves, but it was wicked in some way. But besides, I want to talk the double standard of this channel. Back to Qatar. This channel will not tell you about that the biggest American military base is located in Qatar. From this base, Iraq was bombed and a lot of Muslims was killed. Yes, from Qatar, American base. And from the other side, in Turkey, Angerlik military base, a lot of jet fighters bombed Muslims in Syria. So, why Zishan will not mention this? Because he is a British guy working for the British, let's say, British political views on the Middle East. He will always talk about China like it is evil. Look at this evil China, what they did to Muslims. Also, another channel, dawah channel called um, One Path Network, the same line they called uh, China is evil, but they will never talk about what what American did in Libya, Syria, Iraq, Sudan, Somalia, etc. So why? Because they want you to hate. They want you to put hate on China, on Russia, but not on the American alliance that contain NATO and Turkey, Qatar, and of course Britain. So they want to polarize the followers of this channel or shape their political views to work for the American political views. It's very obvious if you're watching this channel for years. So the channel will not telling you about the bad things that come from the disgusting Qatar or Turkey regime and what they did to um, the Middle East. But he will tell you how Saudi is evil, how Emirates is evil, because he will tell you anything on these countries to defame its regimes, like he did days ago um, in the. I don't think he or another channel, but a lot of Dawah channel, it talk about Saudis when some guys, teenagers, they celebrating Halloween Day, and well, it's a huge catastrophe, and they will tell you Islam is gone from Saudi Arabia and everything is gone, it's destroyed and it's bad. You know, but this is because it's Saudi Arabia, and for me, I don't agree with a lot of happening things in Saudi Arabia. This is my testimony uh, in front of Allah. I'm not agree with a lot of things happen in Saudi Arabia and the Emirates, but the same things happen in Qatar and Turkey. Even more, he never talk about that. Again, this is the British and the American political view. Defame um, these countries, Saudi, Emirates, and Bahrain, Egypt, Algeria. So Zishan introducing of this Morgan Freeman. He also, but let's talk about Morgan Freeman. Why Morgan Freeman? I don't understand why Morgan Freeman. He's accused by this famous case, assaulting woman, and also he is atheist, defending his beliefs in any interview. And so I
Big things ahead for me in the next couple of days.
Right.
And you've said before, Morgan, that you're a man of God. When you did this, and so many of these questions were posed.
When did I say I was a man of God?
You're not?
No. No.
You're a man of faith.
Faith. It's a big difference.
So all right. So the question of faith leads us.
So I don't understand. There is a lot better examples or celebrity examples to bring. The other thing was the official song of World Cup. They bring, Nicki Minaj, and I understand this. A lot of American people don't love or don't like Nicki Minaj because what she did in her video clips, it's bad and it's rude and it is, I don't find the right word to describe it, but it's disgusting. So why Nicki Minaj? She even don't have that amazing voice. She only bring views by showing people her body. The same with Lebanese singer called Miriam Faris. She has no voice at all. And all people here in Arab world know that. Only bring views by showing her body, her naked body, as you all watch in the clip. Zishan will not tell you about that, how that will help Islam, Zishan. It's called nifaq. You didn't mention that. You didn't criticize that. Uh, that's called nifaq and double standard. What else? A lot of Muslim women, by the way, was sad and angry because Qatar chose to represent the Arab woman as a belly dancer, showing her body, and it was bad for a lot of respected women in Arab world. As you all know, majority of women here love to be in hijab or at least covered by scarf. So they have this bad feeling against this song and choosing an Arab woman to represent them like that. This is not the Arab traditions. This is not the Arab culture. We have amazing things to show, but this Qatar choose to show this disgust. Also, I wonder why why Qatar why Qatar I don't bring all of that to here. Why Qatar do all of that? I mean, who forced Qatar to organize this event? They allowed alcohol. Zishan will not tell you about that. They allowed alcohol outside the stadium, outside games, like many Europe countries. But they put sign for people to drink. Please drink moderately. Do you think people will follow that? So the big question here is why. Zishan told you or will tell you that this event will be a great, so you can love this Qatar regime, the criminal Qatar regime, I mean. So why Qatar? Why you choose to spend more than 20 billion? The official number is 20 and 2 and 20 billion, 2 and 200 billion. But the real number, people said it's about $400 billion. Yeah, imagine if this $400 billion spent on poor Muslim countries like Somalia, Yemen, Chad, and even Syria. A lot of poor countries in the Arab and Muslim world. Do you think, Zishan, do you think it's better for Allah instead of spending this money on developing the poor Muslim countries? Well, a lot of people talk about that, mixing religion, Islam, by these disgusting celebrities and how Qatar want to wash their hands by bringing dawah guys like Zakir Naik or showing these guys like Zishan to beautify their image, justify their acts after they make this israf. It's called spending all of this money on trivial things or bad things that will not bring you benefits, any benefits. It's called israf. There is a lot of beautiful things you can develop your country with this money and develop tens of countries in the region. So Zishan will not tell you that it's israf in it's even tabzir that Allah mentioned only shayateen do that when you spend your money on evil things or that things will not bring you any benefits. So I want you to think a little bit, and really I'm feeling bad for spending all this money. maybe people doesn't understand how huge this this cost. But if you review that, what South Africa spend on their World Cup version, you will find it was about $8 billion. So you see the difference. So why again? Why or who forced Qatar to organize or to ask for organize this event, for spending all of this money on nothing, only to say that their national team has participated in this big event, worldwide event. Wow, spending all of this money, so they write in their books their failed team um, but has participated in this. It's a joke when you discover that their official teams or national team, that it doesn't have, they are all foreign people, that Qatar gives them nationality, the Qatar nationality. So I don't want to make it much longer. I feel bad when I found this nifaq everywhere, munafiqun everywhere now. So Zishan, this message for you: stop nifaq, please. You will be judged for that in the judgment day, or maybe you need to change your channel name to Smile to Nifaq Way, or The Way to Nifaq. It's not fair when you talk about things happen in some countries and you make yourself blind when it comes to Qatar and Turkey countries. Zishan, the Britain political views is wrong, and it's false and it's wrong. You know what they did in COP27 in Egypt, and how they put pressure on Egypt to release this terrorist called Al Fattah, and Rishi Sunak didn't success in any of his tries. So we will not we so Zishan, we will not agree with your political views. We are not chips. Maybe misleading your followers, but you will be accountable for their act after they convinced by your script. At the end, I want to say that sorry for my English, for people who had a bad experience listening to me, but it's a thing that I found myself I need to talk about. A lot of guys in Arab world talk about that, but in Arabic language. So that's all, and may Allah protect our Middle East and our people from such propaganda and from evil festivals or like that. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.